Hi everybody, this is Lauren and Sarah again, and thank you if you viewed our live makeup with the other hand challenge. That was very fun, but we decided after pummeling ourselves with brushes and things, and that our skin deserved some much needed TLC. I provided the subculture, Sarah provided the pampering.
Yeah,
so you can go to Target or Walmart. They have great, really cheap sheet masks. I'm not saying they work 100% as well as the fancy stuff, but just the act of doing them really does just give your mind and body, as well as your skin, some much needed attention.
I'll read off what it is. It's new yes to grapefruit brightening for dull or uneven skin with vitamin C, and it's a glow boosting mud mask. So that's cool.
So this stuff is goopy. Just for sake of, I love this tool. If you see it anywhere, grab it. You saw me in the last video slathering on mixing foundation, and like I said, I put out what most people using a sponge or brush mixing would do, and we were able to cover two faces with it.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
she also used that one to put on the other mask we did, the charcoal one.
The charcoal one.
That's what it looks like color-wise.
Do we have to wet our skin or anything before?
No,
apply generous amounts of
Yep.
Okay.
Clean skin.
We can just go in.
Yeah. Generously or just like
generous.
Yeah, generously. So yeah, you want a nice amount of it on there. Doesn't have it kind of smells like mud. Does it smell a little bit like
it has a mud mask.
Right. I can smell a little bit of the grapefruit in there.
Just the slightest.
Yeah, just a very slight bit. It mostly smells like mud. But it's not as dark as a mud color there.
So what we're going to do with this video, because there's really nothing too worthwhile to watch in terms of this mask coming off. It's
nothing really special. We've never tried it before. I just thought it would kind of be fun to.
But we're going to do these moments where we do some TLC for ourselves, and we're going to answer questions. And since this is the first time we did it without really giving any of you guys a chance to ask us questions, we have a random conversation generator that's going to ask us questions for you.
Yeah. What was your favorite subject in school?
Let's pick academic only instead of extracurricular, because that's kind of easy cop out because you get to pick
art,
those.
Yeah.
But out of the ones that we're mandatory supposed to take, it's a torn because I was good at math, but I hated it.
Oh yeah.
But I loved the sciences. I still am that way. I'm an astronomy nerd. That's why I was geeking out over the eclipse so much. But anything sciencey, I tended to do really, really well in. But yeah, it was funny. The things I was good at, like writing and math, I hated those topics. But the one that challenged me, I think that's why it was so fun. It challenged me, and it made you think about how things are connected, was the sciences. So
that's exactly the same with me too. I actually never was ever challenged hardly at all in school. I could literally not study for a single thing and still pass with like flying colors. But yeah, science was another one I really liked. I was really interested in like genes, like genetics. That was one of my most favorite things. And like anything to do with like, it was biology. Like it's still fascinating to me. I think it's super, super awesome. So
total sexy shot of me drinking my tea, but I was thirsty.
All right, here we go with the next question. What are 3 websites that you visit every day?
YouTube, Facebook, and Google.
Mine is definitely Facebook, Instagram, and every day. I don't know, that's not really a website. No, it's pretty much just those 2. I don't really even have a third. Those 2 are the ones I'm on every single day.
I threw Google in there because there's a lot of times I see things on YouTube or Facebook, and I'm being the ever so skeptic person. I'm like, that true? Where's Snopes? I gotta go fact check that, because I just can't even. Nowadays, I feel like I'm obligated to, because there's so much
fake news.
There's so many accusations of fake news that
I hate that word now because it's so overused. Oh my gosh.
Fake news. What was the other one? Was alternative facts.
Oh, that one was funny though. They had some really funny ones on that one. All right. Do you play any sports?
No. I was never a sports person. The habit of saying F this to sports was well ingrained in my personality that by the time I got to high school, I was like Daria. If you ever remember that show, the intro, they were show like she's playing volleyball and the ball would come to her and she'd just go, eh. I have ankles that like to make right angles at random times.
Jeez.
So that also didn't help. When I got older, like before I had kids, I was like, I put on a little weight after an ankle injury, and every time I try to be active, it would just. So it's definitely something that kind of put a damper
Turned you
on.
off, yeah.
And now I'm too big for a bike.
I also did not do. First off, A, I'm not coordinated. B, when I was younger, I was just like so awkward, and I was I hated gym class even. Like I just did not like dressing for gym and being in the focus of like, yeah, I was just very self-conscious as growing up as a kid. So I think I did like tennis, like when not anything competitive, but every now and then when I was younger, we'd go down to Edgewood Park in Barberton and
Goof
go,
around
yeah,
with a tennis racket.
Goof around with a tennis racket, yeah, exactly. What is one thing you would change about your home?
See, now we have to separate that from children's behavior.
No.
Because sometimes like, oh, my house is messy. I'm like, well, that has to do with kids. So
Yeah.
we're going to have to put a preface of, we can't change the condition of the house. Just what's one thing you would modify about the house. Mine would be the bathroom. Now, granted, the tiles and everything, it looks great. But the sink, whoever remodeled it before they purchased the house, they wanted to have a sidebar for a towel on the one side. So they lengthened the vanity, how far it comes out, just that one end of it that happens to be the closest to the toilet. So the bar is just sticking out there, and it's an extra 4 inches. Now, when you have a narrow bathroom, that 4 inches can mean a lot, which means when I'm pregnant, I have to step into the tub and lift my belly over the vanity to get to the toilet, which is not the best thing to do when you're doing the I have to pee dance at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
So that would be if I had to change one thing about this house, fix that, and I'd love it even more than I already do.
Mine would be the kitchen, because I spend so much time in there making food all the time, and the kids like to congregate in there, and it's just like, I don't know, that's just like the center of our home. So it's not big enough. There's not enough cabinets in there. So also the way they have an electric countertop taking over a lot of like the counter space. And so that, I don't mind having that there. It's nice to have that, but it just takes up a lot of the counter space. So there's hardly any counter space. So that's what I would do. Completely redo the kitchen and yeah, make it more bigger, anyway, more efficient. So that's what I would change. Where do you work?
We both actually would describe ourselves first and foremost as stay-at-home moms who do freelance activities.
Exactly.
I'm slowly transitioning into more of a traditional work environment. So that is going to be changing here soon. And if you are in the Summit County area, you can visit Grandma's Ceramic Hutch. I will be teaching painting classes for ceramic figurines.
Is that in the kiln? Like the paint's in the kiln that you put in the
The
kiln?
glazes are what you put.
Did you do
on
that
the
in
kiln.
school? Because that was one of my favorite art classes.
Well,
in school.
ceramics, the way that Ron Waite
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Ron
taught
White.
it,
You the bomb.
was more the more traditional things. These are bisque ceramics.
Yeah.
So, and also it's been
About a year.
16 years because I took those my senior year. Those were kind of like I took all the painting and art classes,
Gotcha.
and then I was
Which is
challenged.
where we met.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to max myself out on Passarelli's classes. So
He was great too.
he was great, and like he didn't sugarcoat anything, and he was very coarse and brass, and he's like, get a thick skin, you're gonna need it later, which I enjoy having that lesson now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I do photography on the side, and so yeah, I love it. It's great. So, would you rather be rich and ugly or poor and good looking? It's a bizarre question.
I would rather. Wow, because both of those have really significant drawbacks. There's not really a whole bunch I want with money. I mean, yeah, you do like you know where your meals come and you don't have to worry. But money is very little motivation for me. And I'm used to being poor, so I'll take boosting up the good looking.
That's hilarious.
So.
And for me, like, there's not the same thing. I'm used to being also, on the lower end of the monetary scale, if you will. but I don't really care. Like I've grown so much in the fact that I don't really care, accepting myself for who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess if I had to choose, gosh, I would be. I guess I'll say rich and ugly, just because it's the opposite of what you said.
Yeah, it'd be really boring if we gave you the same answers for everything.
Right, exactly. Next question: who was the last person that you called or texted? Mine is my husband texted because he was messing with me the whole time that I was.
Yeah, if you heard
filming
the
last
dinging in
one.
that last video, that was him going, "Are you coming home?" And like, we have a lot of kids get used to frantic husbands texting you
exactly.
throughout
Love
the day.
you, honey. What is something new that you've learned in the past week?
Ooh. Oh. I learned about the disgusting living existence on the Mir space station. I watch a lot of SciShow, and they did one of those. In space, bacteria thrive, whereas we decline in health because we don't have the bone density, our immune system isn't responsive. But for some reason, bacteria, being more simple life forms, thrive and grow, and how easy it was for cramped living quarters where your bathroom, kitchen, and bedroom are all within touching distance of you at any given time. Just how gross the conditions were. So that was an interesting read about, because you think about high technology and all this cool stuff, and really the unpleasantries that come with it were actually quite shocking and interesting to learn about.
Interesting. All right, so what did I learn this week? I guess I learned that I like this face mask. It's pretty okay. I don't really know. And what was the biggest thing you have ever won?
The biggest thing I have ever won?
Mm-hmm.
I win crappy lotteries. Okay, here's something funny. I won the contest my senior year for the t-shirt for the after prom, because I was the only person who entered.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
But I got some money out of it, which when you're in high
it
school,
counts as winning.
and my t-shirt was made and people wore it, so I guess that
cool.
was interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
That is
You
cool.
won as default, which is.
I can't think of anything I've really won, except for just recently I won a photo contest and I got $50 in Casa del Rio gift certificates. So,
Ooh.
All right, so next question. What's in your fridge?
It's actually going to be really easy. A whole lot of nothing, because yesterday was payday and now I can go grocery shopping. I can tell you right now, there's mustard, there's ketchup. I got some salad dressing.
She got some mean condiments, people.
Oh, I got all the condiments.
So here's a side that's like a plan B, like side B question. Are you a mayo or like a Miracle Whip or mayo person?
I actually have recently changed. Up until 3 years ago, I was Miracle Whip all the way.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got pregnant with Gabe, and it turned me into a food snob. It was a lot of things. Like, I was craving things I didn't know go together. Like, people always joke about pickles and ice cream. I was like, I want a cranberries, walnut, brie, grilled cheese sandwich now. So I developed
really funny.
I acquired a taste for mayonnaise during that pregnancy that still has stuck with me.
Hilarious. Yeah, same thing with me. Always a Miracle Whip person. And Richard and I, when we got married, it was like we had to have both, because I was Miracle Whip, he was mayonnaise. And for a while there, anything we'd want something like we have together, like chicken salad or something like that, we'd have to go half and half. So we were both, it was a good compromise. And then he slowly started making them for me with just mayo, little stinker. And now I've gotten a taste for them too. So I could have either both. All right, so back to me. I forgot to answer that question, actually. So what's in my fridge? Just like the basics, because I didn't really do a lot of shopping because the kids' first week of school. So I have the bare minimal in there, and I haven't shopped yet. So same pretty much, not much. All right, next question. How long does it take for you to get ready in the morning? Oh no, this is kind of a suitable one for us.
Yeah, I don't get ready in the morning. I am in zombie mode, or mombi, whatever someone called it once. I wake up at 6:30 because my first one to get out the door. He's pretty self-sufficient. He's at an older age. I tell him to get up. I make sure he comes to me and shows me what he's wearing, and then I go back to bed for an hour because the other ones don't need to get up. because he has to get on the bus at 7, and the other ones don't get on until like 8:20.
That's super early.
So yeah, it is super early. So that's why I wake him up and you dress the good. You when the alarm goes off, you go back outside, wait for your bus, and then after that, it's literally highly dependent on what is expected of me later that day. If I have to go out and be presentable, then I'll do my makeup. If I don't have to, it's I got pants on. That's a plus.
I have a bra on.
All right, time to take this stuff off because our faces are starting to get crusty.
Yep.
We're
All
gonna
right.
be basic and use wipes because we don't feel like bringing a bowl of water out here. Because I yell at my kids and they see me doing that, and I'm like, "But mommy, you had that at the table."
All right, here's the question while you're doing yours, and we can answer as we go. If you won $1 million playing the lottery, what would you do?
First off, I would set up a trust fund for my special needs son, so that he would not have to worry about care when he gets older. I would then put it towards the basics, making sure that I never have to worry about having a roof over my head again, making sure that I had a car that ran reasonably well. I would then invest in things like travel. We just did take a major vacation this year. It's the first one we've taken in 10 years, and it was an eye-opening experience. The kids did far better than I ever thought, so I would try to set up something so that no matter how it goes after taxes and everything eats away at that money, that we would have the ability to do that, because the kids got to experience a lot of culture and a lot of history and on this
That's so great.
trip. So I would do that.
That's awesome. I think it's a great idea. My sister is so awesome. Her and her husband Mike are so great about doing just that. They give their kids they're actually getting ready to go to Ireland
Ooh,
tomorrow.
awesome. Is this Amy?
And yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
I'm
that's
so
what she
proud of them for doing this. They didn't do any birthday presents or Christmas presents this year. They put all the money towards this trip. And what kid's going to remember? Very rarely are they going to remember a gift that they got when they were, 14, 8, 9. But they're going to remember this trip to Ireland. So, that's just amazing. So, I'm so proud of them. So, I would definitely use part of my money to also to travel. And for my husband, I want to put towards him actually getting a career at something he loves. A house that's completely paid for, that all of my kids and I can grow and live in, with a nice big yard. I always want a wraparound porch too. I don't know why.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. So, and also a vehicle, a nice big vehicle for all the kids too. We have a van now currently, but it's an older one, and we've never bought a brand new one. So having a nice brand new one hopefully lasts longer. So yeah, that's what I do. All right, let's see. Next question. Would you rather lose an arm or a leg?
Leg. Leg. Maybe then I can actually get cowboy boots. Actually, can you take both legs at the knee, and then I can just shoe shop, make my prosthetic fit whatever shoe is easiest
You
to
could go
find.
down a size if you wanted to.
Yeah, actually, can you give me a 9? Can I
Yeah.
have a size 9 so it's looking a little more
I'm
balanced?
size 9
Dainty.
today.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I also would go with A.
I can't do your makeup with your feet. I know other people can, but
yeah.
I got a keg in the way.
Oh my gosh. All right. What is the best thing that happened to you this week?
I would say the best thing that happened to me this week is my dad offering to help me fix my Honda so that we don't have to borrow my brother's Nissan anymore. On the highway, Jason was stuck for 4 hours on Route 8 trying to get it to restart. He had no cell phone at the time.
Oh my gosh.
So I think my dad telling me that after my phone blew up and I got the lovely one we're filming on today, that he's like, okay, I don't want you borrowing your brother's car anymore, so I'll fix your Honda so that you don't have to worry about your husband getting to work. And that would be such a relief, because even though this company does love him, to have to be impeding on the hours that he's working being not normal to when everyone else works, I always worry for him.
That is great. I had a couple of wonderful things happen this week, but the one that I will say is had some family members help pay for our van. It was just out of order for the 3 days.
See, vehicle troubles. People fixing vehicle troubles for mothers is like,
oh my gosh.
great. It's so love it.
When you can be mobile again, oh, heaven sent. So that was a really great one. So, what is something that you've never done but would like to try?
Now this is me living in my head pretending I'm a much more brave and outgoing person than I really am in life.
If you say what I'm going to say, it's going to be so hilarious.
Well, no, I know it's not going to be what you're going to say, because you
Okay.
do it already, is that I would take singing lessons.
Aww.
When I sing, it's, I used to have some confidence, but I had one throat injury where I had a really bad strep infection, and I tried to sing on top of it at a concert. And that worsened the infection. I had no voice for a while, and my voice came back changed. And so I lost all confidence in myself and the ability to sing in a group. Like, I never could sing on my own. So to at least be able to feel like I can carry a tune in a bucket would be a great thing for me. Because I love concerts, I love music, but I'm the person in the background lip syncing because I don't want to ruin anybody else's experience, because my voice sounds like a teenage boy going through puberty type of.
My dad, I loved him so much. He was severely tone deaf. Severely tone deaf. But that didn't stop him. He was always singing at the house. That's one of the most endearing memories of him, was him always just singing, doing laundry, singing, doing dishes, just singing.
See, I love when someone could sing like that, but my biggest pet peeve was when they were singing songs that everyone knew, but they somehow, for some reason, never got the memo on it, and so they decided to make up their own lyrics.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot stand that. I'm like, you're not Weird Al. You're not allowed to parody this. I'm gone.
What's worse than that is when they sing the same lines like over and over again. Like, there's more to the song
than
people.
this
Please.
one thing
There's
you
more
like.
songs.
Exactly.
You're gonna kill me.
But if you have an autistic child, you get used to that part really, really quick. Especially when it's like not just songs, and it's videos. Same 3 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
So that part I have desensitized to, but the making up your own lyrics, I'm like, if I know the song, it's just in my ear and it annoys me.
Well, that's cool. I didn't even know you like to sing, so that's awesome. Well, something I would do that I would, bungee jump. Yeah.
I'm afraid my ankles pop off. Like I said, they already go at right angles. They just like come off all together.
It probably will never happen because I'm large. Anyway. Last question that we have time for tonight. Describe your favorite type of pizza.
Ooh, I'm gonna totally get mom on everybody. I like to get pizzas with the white sauce, chicken, and then a bunch of veggies. Usually it's like roasted peppers, spinach, onions.
Like the Alfredo white sauce? Okay.
Or like if they have like a garlic parmesan white sauce.
Okay.
Something very much American Italiano type direction. I'm never going to ever say Italian because I'm like, this would make someone usually cry and they're, bitter tears. But yeah, I like to do something like that where and then I do put diced tomatoes on it because you do need the acidity when you have all that cheese and cream sauce stuff. So the last topper would be some, just as it comes out of the oven, throw some tomatoes on there to just let the radiant heat it up. Excellent. So what's yours?
My favorite is a light tomato sauce with big slices of tomato with basil, a little bit of olive oil, and fresh mozzarella.
So a margarita pizza? Ooh, yes. That's what started me on the whole, getting away from pepperoni and sausage. And like I said, that's when I moved to chicken, trying that with that.
I can't do pork because I have an aversion to it now. So
yeah.
All right, guys, that's all we have time for tonight. I'm glad you guys stuck around. I had some questions asked. If you have any other questions that you can think of, you can always just ask us. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good one.
Bye.
Bye, guys.